Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger, how you doing? Welcome back to the CarnisTerra server. There's Rashif. He's looking happy. Happy horse. Happy Nihon. But here you can see we've actually got the stables completely done. The exterior, the top's been finished off. I put a ladder up here in case I ever need to get up to the roof. Well, at least the exterior's done. I could still do some interior work, I'm pretty sure. There's nothing really in the stable area down there. I might put some storage for horse armor, saddles, things of that nature. And then up here, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I might just make it like an open air kind of place for jockeys to rest or whatever. But it's looking pretty good. I mean, this thing looks good on the overview or map too, so I'm very happy with it. Oh, there's a gate open here. Let's keep that closed for now. But we are back here at my desert city, and I thought maybe today, speaking of city, would be a good idea to go ahead and get started on it. Now, I did start building one building. I was actually an aborted attempt to do an episode about an hour or so ago, and I didn't like where it was going, so what I did was I basically said, well, you know what, stop. Just, go get a drink of water or something. Calm down, relax, don't ramble too much, and we'll start this over again. So really, the only thing you missed was me actually putting up the walls and some of the support pillars for this building. It wasn't really anything of value. Nothing of value was lost with me dropping that recording. I kind of pride myself on trying to do quality content, so I really wanted it to be a good episode. And here we go. I need 3 more. So what we're building here is we're building kind of the first building in the village. And we'll probably build a second building today, but the idea here is this is going to be a small 2-story building, perhaps with a kind of a little deck up there. And sorry, Nani was on. By the way, I should show this off. We have death counters next to our names now. Isn't that fun? Get to see how many times I died. It's probably a lie that I've died 5 times, but whatever. Game says so. Who am I to argue with it? Oh, let me put another ladder up there. Just make that nice and even. So really all I've done is just put down blocks, put down fence posts and whatnot. It's not been very exciting. And I did run out of spruce logs, so if I need more, I'm going to have to go and make some more, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Now I want to go ahead and not put a door here. I want to put some fence gates instead. And I don't think I have the right. I'm gonna have to get some more blocks, spruce blocks, anyways. But I'll explain what I'm doing. So here we've got, I guess you could say, our first sort of house here. So it's got a tiny little second-story room, a small first-story room. It's almost more like a shop with a balcony on it. And one of the things I want to make sure I can do is get some windows in here. Let's see where they are in relation to. Seems a little bit low, but we'll do this. Yeah, this is nice. That's a nice size window. And then this won't be a window. There'll be no windows on this wall or this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this wall there will be one because it is facing out into the city square. Yeah, we'll want to have at least one window here. Let me make a little bit of an adjustment here to the square. We'll probably also end up filling this in anyways. So let's see. Is that going to be? You know what? We probably will just fill that in. So maybe let's just do this because it's going to be all filled in anyways. Make the square nice and even. Like that. Yeah, that's fine too anyway. I think it's fine anyways, just having that kind of below ground. That'll be good. So, let's go ahead and maybe we can use the dark oak fence here for something, because I accidentally made some dark oak fence. Yeah, that's nice. Since we don't have the plate glass for the windows for our village, we could just have the dark oak fence, and it kind of pops a little bit more than just having the spruce up here and the spruce down there and having spruce logs here. So let me see, what else is there? Anything else I'd want to do? Let me try. I know I've got some smooth stone around here somewhere. I want to see how that looks on the base. So I think the problem I'm running into with this build, the one problem I'm running into, and it's not a huge problem. It's not like it's an epic game-changing, game-breaking problem. Yeah, that's fine like that. But the problem I'm running into is that you really can't differentiate yourself between the different types of sandstone very well. Kind of all does blend together from far away, and I think that's perhaps an issue that's going to be very problematic here. So I might have to build some of the structures out of something else, like say, I don't know, clay? Clay might work. But I feel like that would be the one thing that I really want to do, is be able to differentiate the buildings, be able to kind of separate them into different styles and not have to worry about how they look so much. But yeah, that looks nice. I like that. I like having the smooth stone on the bottom as kind of a base. I think that's good. So, I fell into a hole. Dang it. So this building here is going to have, I think it's going to have its entrance right here. I think it'll be like a double door entrance. Let's see what we can do. Let's change this over to sandstone. And hopefully this won't be too much of a hassle to fix. But I want this to be... Oh, you know what I want to do? That's what I forgot. I'm going to go get some acacia. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to get some acacia chunks, 'cause I'm going to use those as well to differentiate between the different building types. So I will be right back, and I'm going to get some acacia. I'm going to grab some other type of blocks, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail what I'm planning for the village area, or the city area really, because it's not really a village so much as it is a city. But I've got some neat ideas for what I want to do, and I think you guys will be really interested in hearing some of these ideas, so I will be right back. Alright, so we're back, and this right here is where I got all my tree farming done. So I got a bunch of acacia wood, I got some spruce wood planks, and the spruce trees I've been growing over here. It's a pretty nice little farm. I am going to make one slight adjustment to it right now, though. I noticed this when I was about to start filming. Leave a 2x2 space so I can grow some dark oak here. I've got all the saplings except jungle saplings. That's the one I'm missing. But this is a big enough grow area for most of my needs for right now. It's starting to turn nighttime. So, plans for the city. Now, there's a lot of things I'm planning to do. And first and foremost, I want to build kind of a small residential area over here. And then we're going to build a marketplace over there. It'll be a sunken ruins back there by the Guardian Temple. There'll be maybe a small port over here. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll build a marketplace with like a central square toward near where the port is. And then maybe it has some more buildings over here. But the idea here is that it'll be kind of a desert city port that's had some great catastrophe happen to it in the past. I guess this will kind of be like an old town area, and part of the city is sunken into the sea. So let's see here. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to make some fence gates. That's right. I'm trying to remember where I put down my. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's backwards. So make one of those, and then we'll need to make two of those. Oh, come on. Two of those, really? So how do we... Okay, so that's an issue. That's an issue I was not thinking. You know what? We'll just leave this as an open door. Maybe we'll make this some kind of small shop or something. And then we'll have our gate up there. So you can go upstairs. Have that be like a shop, and then maybe we'll have a small storeroom up there. That way we don't have to worry about punching holes in the walls so much, because this will be just like a small shop storeroom for our shop. We'll have like a little counter here. You know what? I'm gonna make that right now. Have a little wooden counter just back here. Kind of want this build to tell a bit of a story. Maybe I can use the second fence gate. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So we have our gate here, and actually I want to make this a. Let's make this one of these. You can have this be like that. Yes. So it kind of squares off a little better. I like that. That looks nice. But we need to figure out what we're going to have here on the counter. And then we need to have shelving, which obviously will have different items for sale. And then we got our storeroom up here. That looks nice. I'm making like way too many blocks for what I need. It's always a problem. It's always a problem when you build. You have more blocks sometimes than you ever actually need. So you end up with like, you know, excess blocks, and you have to find someplace to store them, and it requires a ton of storage, and then you're sitting around with like 1,000 blocks that you don't need at the moment. So let's try and do 7, 8. I think that'll be fine. That should be fine. There we go. It'll look a little weird, but that's quite alright. Put a torch down here too, so that to get some zombie spawns. So this might be all set as far as this building. Very small, very simple. A small 2-story building. I kind of like it. Now this guy right over here is going to be a small building, like a small residence, but it'll be a little bit taller, I think, because I want these buildings around the nether portal to be pretty tall. So this will be kind of our. I don't have sand. I have a little bit of sand. Oh, I want to mention one more thing. As far as paths go, I mentioned little paths, but design-wise, Volratho came up with this cool idea and he suggested it to me in the comments. But going with the stairs, the upside-down stairs for the cracked stone look. There's a zombie over there. Hi, zombie. How you doing? But going with the cracked stairs for the upside down cracked stairs for that texture, I think is a really good idea, and it looks nice with the smooth stone. And then we'll have some sand in here as well. So eventually, I'll get to work on this, and it will. I thought I heard a creeper, so I was looking around like I'm a maniac. But eventually, what we'll have mostly starting out with smooth and a little bit cracked here and there, maybe occasionally 1 or 2 little sand pieces, and then eventually what will happen is the sand will start to win out more and more, and the cracked blocks will start to win out more and more, and it'll look more worn, weathered of a path. And that's probably the idea I'm going for. As you get further and further away from the center of town, things start to look a little bit, I guess, dirtier would be a good way to describe it. So I don't have designs for all the buildings. It's not like I have an infinite number of designs that I'm just like, okay, I've got 1,000 designs and I know exactly how I'm going to build all these buildings. I'm kind of doing a lot of this by the seat of my pants, where I'm just seeing things and going with it. And that's how I do a lot of my building when I don't have a lot of time to... Oh, I heard that. And I saw him too. Hi. Come here. Fight me in the ring. Fight me. I win. But when I don't have, super solid ideas, generally what I'll do is I'll build and I'll just keep building until I decide, no, I don't like that, or, ooh, I like that. Let's keep going with that. And it's an interesting way to build. You kind of have an idea in your head and you just try to recreate it as much as you can in the game. And it's tough because sometimes the stuff that you come up with doesn't really work out too well. So do I want to use... I think I'll use I'll use the same kind of spruce stuff over here. Oh, damn it. Skeleton, I gotta fight. Where you at, skeleton? Come here. This is the dangers of working at night. But hey, I need the bones anyways for my tree farm. Shut up, guardians. I can hear you over here. Being too noisy. So, make 2 of these. I think that'll be kind of the idea to start with. But yeah, you just kind of go with it. You just kind of have an idea, and it's like, oh, that's why it's not working, because these don't have any blocks beneath them, so they're not gonna not going to place. So let me at least just do this temporarily so those place. And I can go ahead and break them, which is fine. Because I can use this to kind of fill some stuff in. Let me just use some sandstone here. I have a huge sandstone mining facility as well, so I'm not going to be hurting for sandstone for a while. Obviously, I can farm up as much of the desert as I want to. And do I have... I swear I have some more slabs. No, you know what I'm going to do? I might use some of these acacia slabs instead. Let me run back over here and grab my crafting bench since we're kind of done in here for now. But yeah, as I've mentioned before in some of my videos, the way I paint my worlds is I start off with some big, broad brushstrokes. And this is kind of the big, broad brushstrokes phase. We've got shapes, we've got designs, and we're working into our builds. And then from there, we kind of just come up with more refined details. Acacia wood, there we go. Again, I mentioned I keep having this problem with having too many blocks. In fact, I've got so many now that I have to throw something out. Rotten flesh be gone. But let's try doing this with like acacia floor. I think that might look nice. Oh, hi, go away. It's almost daytime. Go away, stupid zombie man. We'll just fill this all in for now. That way it's a lot easier. I think we have enough. No, we're going to be one set of slabs short. Rats. Let's pick that up. Get that. I can't place these slabs tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I am stupid at slab placing. But, let me see here. We need one more acacia. And here's zombie as well. No, go away, rotten flesh. I don't want you. Rotten flesh is like the least desirable thing in Minecraft as well. Here, I'll knock you into the pit of doom, and you'll burn to death. Have fun, boys. Nah. Ah ha 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 ha. Burn into death. Burn into death. This is what you get for messing with me. What you get. But, let's see if we can dig this up. Maybe we can dig this up and... Oh. Wow, this is a really good shovel. I should probably try and hold on to this one. Let's see if we can't maybe make this a little bit nicer. You put some slabs down there. No, it doesn't want to... They don't want to cooperate now, huh? Get my axe out. They don't want to cooperate. This is weird. So can I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and put those sand blocks back on the hotbar. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. So this is kind of one floor of the building. And it's going to be a weird shape because this building's going to be cutting into it, which is fine. I don't really care too much about that. So let's see here. How do we want to set this up? We want to have stairs because we've got to have stairs for this thing to work. So I think maybe we'll do something like that and have sandstone. So this is going to be the stairs that go up and go up and up and up and up and up. Maybe we can do something like that. And that will lead up to where our second floor will be, which again we can probably make out of acacia. Like so. There we go. So this is going to be a bit of a taller building. And maybe, well, we can't really have a lot of space here. You know what? Maybe we'll make this a different shape with the stairs. Give ourselves a little bit more space. So let's see. I wanted to make this, I think, go just up there like that. Yeah. That's a little nicer, I think. Don't you? You'd agree. I hope you agree. But let's do that. And then we need the acacia wood for planks, or the pillars. I think I want this to go up one more level. So let's go ahead and put that there, and put that there. Okay. And then here's kind of where the top of our building is going to be. So we'll have to maneuver it around the top of the other building. It's going to be a taller building, which would be a little bit weird, but this is the central square area. We want this to be home of the tall buildings. And it'll also be a good experience because I want to build some taller buildings elsewhere on this build, so I need to have some practice with that. So we can do that, and that. So, we'll have to perhaps dig that out. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can do, let me see here. Can I have this kind of look like it's a bigger building? I don't know. Oh, we can't have that there. It's blocking the stairs. So this is all part of the fun and whimsy of figuring out where everything needs to go on this build, because you have to figure out, okay, this needs to go here and this needs to go there. And this is actually, that needs to be one more block over. So it can go there. And then 1, 2. So 1 block there. Nice. And again, there is a sensibility to how this is all going to work, because everything has to interlock together. It has to look good from every angle, or it's not going to work as far as build goes. So this has also got to be a corner. Maybe I can make this. Oh, I use up all my acacia. So for now, I'll just make it like that. We'll see how that works. Go. But really the hardest part of getting this all to work together is just getting the different shapes to work together, because I want to have different shapes, different building shapes. Otherwise, this all kind of blurs together. If they're all the same height, and they're all the same style, then there's so much uniformity. It doesn't look natural, and that's a word I've used a lot when I'm talking about my building. But if it doesn't look natural, then really there's no reason to be building it. So maybe I could have this be like a penthouse and have like a little entryway out here. I don't know. Gotta figure that out. So, do we have any windows down here? I don't know if I want to have any windows down here, but can definitely have one up there. Can definitely have, let's see, maybe one here, 2, 4, and have maybe a window back here. Like a bigger window. Oh, this is going to be a back wall. We don't necessarily want that to be a window. Unless it's going to be a smaller building. Which it could be. I don't think it will be. I think this will be a regular sized building. So, all part of the fun of figuring this out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some extra blocks from somewhere. I think I've got some extra... We got some extra slabs. Fill this in and see how it looks. I mean, it's not too terrible. We can do like It's a regular slab roof up here, maybe. Don't know how this looks from down there, but could be worth. Looks a little plain. So let me go ahead and grab this to pillar up with. So maybe I'll have this one be, this little building, I'll have this be some kind of shop, not a shop, but like an office of some sort, like some lawyer's office or something along those lines. Could be a good fit for that. Yeah, I actually really like that design now that I look at it. I like the way that the pillars, the support beams, or support pillars, or whatever you want to call them, I like how they go up past where the roof would be. I think that looks really nice. It's a little bit different of a design, but it doesn't feel out of place in this world. You can do something like that instead. Let's see how this looks from back here. You know, I almost like having the window be right at ground level, and then we can have this. Oh yeah, that will look really good. Let's just go chop. I'm gonna chop down this acacia tree real quick, or one of several acacia trees apparently. But I like the idea that this is going to be something of an overhang or a balcony. I think that will look really nice, and it makes sense to have an overhang in a central square. I think that's going to be a perfect choice for that area. Because when you're thinking about this stuff, you have to think, when you're building, not necessarily like super hyper realistic, but you're building in a realistic manner. You're trying to emulate something that you see somewhere else, be it in a textbook or photos or somewhere else in history. You're trying to go for a certain style like this. There are things that you have to think about and have to include in your thought process for how this looks. How would it look if this were actually, say, in Egypt in the 18th century? Would it look like it fits the place and time? Because if it doesn't look like it fits the place and time, if you're building like a futuristic... Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that was out of there for so long, but if it looks like... Oh, I got an idea too. We'll make this a little bit wider. But if it doesn't look like it's supposed to be there, then it probably shouldn't be there. And you're probably... Oh yeah, that's perfect. You're probably asking for trouble as far as making it fit into your theme build. If you're trying to... It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. If you're building a hyper-realistic city, then it's not going to work if... Oh, actually, you know what I should do? Rather than make this slabs, I should just make it... I'm going to go ahead and make this acacia planks. I should make it stairs. That'll make it a little bit easier to do what I want to do with that. So let's go ahead and put these down here so that we can do that and that. And we'll go ahead and break these two. And this is a nice little trick, by the way. If you hang on the edge of your blocks a little bit, you can always place right next to the other block next to it. So let's go ahead and chop this off. We'll just have this be a 4x1 little balcony. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me see if I can maybe make this work a little better too. Get out of here, stupid zombie flesh. Oh, no. I hate the stairs. They often will just... There's a trick to getting them to always do what you want them to do. So let's go ahead and grab that. And... Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. And then we'll have some. Let's see if we can get some spruce wood stairs real quick here. So 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to have these kind of possibly be right here. Can I do that? Or can I have them kind of hang up? Or maybe not even that. Just have these maybe right here. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. I'm out of spruce. That's the only problem. Maybe I can just do 2 for now. Here we go. And I'll have these open air doors and yeah, that's not too bad. I just don't know maybe if I want to keep the acacia to start with for now. And before anyone says anything about it looking like a duck, it does not look like a duck. It looks like a duck wearing a crown. Oh goodness. So yeah, I think we've got ourselves a good start here. And so yeah, I think we've got a good start here. Not too sure on the acacia right now, but I think ever since I worked on the stables, I kind of want to break up some of the sandstone coloration in here. So next time we're gonna go out to the mesa, probably in between episodes here, do a little bit of farming of clay. I guess farming clay? Do you farm hardened clay? You just mine it. But it is technically farming, grinding, whatever you want to call it. We'll get some hardened clay, different colors, different types. And then we're going to build this building here next time. We're going to use the spruce wood as well, perhaps. And then maybe we'll build this out of a different color hardened clay. And we'll kind of go from there. So I think this is going to be interesting. I'm sorry, now he's back. Welcome back. Just as I'm getting off. But we'll try some hardened clay next time. We'll see how that looks with the different types of blocks here. We might need to actually and she's left again. We actually might not be able to do this where we have all the walls are just, connected and it's just one wall in between. We might have to make it 2 walls because I'm suspecting this won't look as nice on the inside with the hardened clay. But that's all for now on CarnisTerra, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Excuse some of the cuts here and there. Oh, there's the witch there. Oh goodness. But excuse some of the cuts here and there. There were a few things I had to edit and remove because I had some derps and some miscues on the stuff I wanted to talk about. So I'm trying to kind of clean things up a little bit with that. And I just am testing a few things out, trying to see if I can tighten up my videos a little bit. Hey, Bullwrath is on. Yay. But trying to see if I can tighten up some of my editing on my videos. I know I ramble too much, so that's the big thing I'm trying to take care of. But take care, guys. Oh, is that Vol the whole time? Is he logged in the Sorinani's account? That would be interesting. That's an interesting thing to explain, but take care, guys, and I will see you pretty soon here on the CarnisTerra server.